Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome again to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona's channel in English. Well, down there you have a red button. I got this stuck for a second. What I wanted to say, well, before we were talking about the movements or the transfer market of Barcelona. Now we're going to talk about, we're going to do a bit of analysis of some players about the performances that they've done for the SuperCup. But this is not an isolated match. Normally it's not like that. It's not a match that you promise, not just one match. Okay, this is going to be like at least for 1 month, but we will talk about that later in this video. But first, let me remember you that down there you have a red button that you can hit to subscribe, and like this you will not miss any of our daily videos talking about Barcelona's news, etc. You know all the things we talk about here. And also, I want to make a bit of a spoiler. We are going to do a the evolution of Messi in Barcelona. That's a special video I want to create. So if you don't want to miss that video, down there you have that button. Yep. And now, without more delay, let's start. Well, now you know why I have this picture here. This is the Camp Nou, okay? Before I was showing this picture by mistake because I had ready the PowerPoint. This is a PowerPoint, really. I put in Zoom and I put this kind of thing. Well, anyway, now you know how I do videos. Anyway, what I wanted to explain you. The other day I saw this information about the women's football. No, I didn't explain it, but well, now I want to explain it. We are going to play the Champions League against Real Madrid. This Champions League is going to be played on 30th March the 30th in the Camp Nou at 6:45 p.m. This is important news, really. No, I didn't think, but they have retired 35,000 tickets for a historical match. And now you're going to say why. You're going to see why. But now, I guess when they are saying retired, is that they sold, okay? Well, after 24 hours for this Barcelona Real Madrid, the women's football, Barcelona sold 50,000 tickets. For the women's football, we are talking about the women's team. This is the first time, if I'm not wrong, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but I don't think anyone is going to go to check this. Anyway, I'm talking to 10 people who sees this video since some months ago. Well, anyway, but thank you for seeing us, really. Anyway, what I wanted to say is going to be historical because I think it's the first time in the women's history that they've played. So no, I'm wrong. It's the second time that the Camp Nou will receive the women's team. I'm reading that to play an official match. So this is going to be the second time that the women's team are going to play in the Camp Nou. The first time, if you want to know, it was against Espanyol, and as we were on the pandemic situation, no one could go. But in this time, it seems that this match is going to be a whole record for the women's football. 50,000 people at least, and we still have to wait because it's from here. The match will be played in March 30th, so we still have 2 months and a half to buy the tickets. For me, no, because I don't live in Barcelona. But for those ones, let's hope the situation doesn't get worse. But if no, as I'm reading, they are expecting to have Barcelona, the Camp Nou full. Imagine. That will be amazing. Really happy for the women's team. Also, talking about the analysis, players that has performed quite bad. Let's start. There in some newspapers they talk about 2. I will talk about 3. Okay. First one is Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong is far away from the level he was last year. In my opinion, Frenkie de Jong needs to improve match. last year, even though it was not the best season he ever done in a team, because I remember Frankie de Jong playing for Ajax, and that Frankie de Jong is really, really, really not the one we are seeing in Barcelona. And that's the worst, that we paid 75 million euros for a player that we are not having, really. So the performance of Frankie de Jong is being quite poor. So much that yesterday Xavi decided to change Frankie de Jong and to put another player instead of him. Why? Because he was not a solution. He was not a player that was giving us anything on the pitch. His contribution was minimum, and you cannot get that from a player who you paid 75 million euros, and especially for a player that is in the midfield, in the place where more balls pass around. But sadly, his aportation was nil. If you want to know my opinion, sadly I have to say this, but since a long time ago, Frankie de Jong doesn't find his place in Barcelona. I read some people said he's having some personal problems, some personal issues. So I'm really sad for that. I hope he gets over it. But if he doesn't get better, we will have to think about selling him in summer. No? Sad, because I really like Frankie de Jong. There have been matches that he has performed quite well, other ones not so well, so that's normal. But in this case, this year he has been performing the worst I've ever seen from him. No? Other player that seems that being really far, and this is even worse, from his expected level is Dembele. Xavi, Laporta, and everyone was talking about this guy like the best player in the world in his position. Always said that in his position, because they know it's not true. They were just saying that to let him sign the contract. If not, why? Or the renewal. If not, why now they don't come saying, no, Dembele is the best. Yeah. Nothing. No one is saying that. And let's see when he leaves, because I'm sure he's going to leave. Because Dembele thinks that he is going to renew just if they sign what he wants. No, if they pay him whatever he wants. And Barcelona thinks the same. Dembele should come and talk with us again, because we are not going to move our offer. No. Anyway, the expectations have had on Dembele has not been accomplished. I mean, his statistics are quite low. From 11 matches, he has scored 1 goal, 2 assistances, 4 shots to the goal. Okay, it's not 4 shots. Dembele shot a lot. But the problem is that more than the half of them, it doesn't go within the 3 posts, well, the 2 posts and the crossbar. Okay, so his apportation is not that really determinant as the numbers I've seen. Defensively, is a player that he doesn't defend that well. Actually, it's yesterday, during the match, I saw him coming back sometimes, but he's not a player that especially come back to defend, to help the defenders to control the match, or to control the attack they are receiving. And for me personally, and I think all the culés will think this, paying for him 40 million a year or 30 million, whatever, no, it's too much money. Now I think his salary is around 12 million, and it's a lot anyway, so imagine. And another player who has disappeared directly is Dest. I mean, I don't know what happened between Dest and Xavi. But it's not just Xavi, because with Barjuan, Dest was playing not that much, not even in his position. He was playing, well, yeah, I can understand that, because we had lack of wings. Then you can move the right backs or the left back and put them as wings, and because more or less it's the same zone, just they don't have to score. The wings are the center backs, the centers or the defenders, they don't have to shot, in this case. So that was the problem for Dest. Xavi used him. I remember Xavi used him for in a match as a wing, but since that moment Dest disappeared. I'm not sure he was. I think he was in Barcelona on the bench the other day, but his position was taken by Alves. I know Alves is a great player, etc. But I want to remark this: a 20-year-old player has been replaced by a 39 or 38-year-old player. A player that should be with a hunger of matches has been, like moved away by a 39-year-old player. Yeah, Alves has give Barcelona a lot. That's true. A lot of solutions, a lot of experience. Alves knows many things that he got from experience, and Dest has that lack. No, but I think Dest should play more. And I've read that Barcelona is thinking already to let him go as a loan. And if you remember, some weeks ago, Chelsea was thinking of getting Dest, and Chelsea is there thinking of getting Dest again. So we won't don't get scared if suddenly we hear that Dest will leave Barcelona as a loan to go to Chelsea or to London. And the player that has come back, has popped up suddenly, it's Luuk de Jong. Luuk de Jong, that, as I said in the previous video from here, he has we've said that he should leave, etc. He had some offers from Shakhtar, from Fenerbahce, if I'm not wrong, from Cadiz, etc. This is that suddenly he has the goal has blessed him, and now he's scoring at least one goal per match. Incredible, this Frenkie de Jong. Congratulations for him. And as I said, Xavi, if they keep scoring, if they keep giving things for their team, they will play. So let's see how long we will have Luuk de Jong, but maybe we have him longer than what we expected. Anyway, guys, that was all for today. Yes, I'm so sorry. You will not see me again for today. So thank you for watching us, and see you in the next video. Have a nice day.